Alright, so it looks like where we last left off, I was in Stadia Zone, wherever that is. Okay, I got where that is. Duh, I know where it is. I didn't play last week, so I was over at Frosty Faustings, which was a great time. I loved Frosty Faustings. Had a blast my first time over there. Got to see a lot of cool play for all sorts of great games. Alright, looks like I have some path to go through. Make sure everybody's equipped with all their crap. I got debated last dungeon. It was really hard. I was like trying to go through the whole thing, barely making it. Got everybody to full health or anything like that because I'm worried about like the boss is going to come up and there's no boss. Not very cool. I read the sign from the front. Looks like South Timur. What's to the right? Okay, what's to the right? Am I going to Timur? Did anybody say I was going to Timur? I don't know where I'm going. You know what, it looks like the game volume might be a little low. Just gonna fix it. Oh, crap, I picked automatic. I hate that. While I was doing this automatic, I'm gonna fix the volume of the game, so. This auto using all my magic. The hell, auto? Didn't even want to pick you. Hate when RPGs do that. Where auto is the default position. Okay, what's this? Dead or danger ahead, turn back. Are you asking for a challenge? Danger ahead usually means treasure ahead. Get some of this treasure. I am not choosing AI. I'm choosing command. There we go. You can attack him. You can... Also, I don't know how deadly these guys are, how much HP they've got. So, I'll make everybody attack the same target. I'll see how things turn out and how fast it dies, and I'll work everything from there. Okay, did that pretty quickly. Not much of a threat at all. I had a great time at Frosty Faustings. I entered mostly for Guilty Gear Plus R, which is my main game. Those of you who watch this channel kind of know on Fridays it's my cream of the crop. I also go to... Ooh, they've all got their stingers buzzing about. It's kind of weird looking, but usually not a good sign. Well, we'll see how it turns out here. Focus on this a little bit. I think you could split up a bit, I guess. So, yeah, Frosty's or Guilty Gear Plus R is my main game by far for fighting games. Damn, that's high damage. No wonder why I said danger ahead. Okay, so the one on the far right is mostly dead. And have him work on that first. You can attack it too. You are not going to get a chance to attack it. I'll have you attack that one. You will attack this one. And Jessica is going to heal everybody. Yeah, so it was a really awesome time. Plus R is my main game. I play it on Fridays. I also go to it on casuals. On Saturdays, we have, well, casuals, like local tournaments, so I go to it there. It's my main focus I've been doing for fighting games in general. Man, I ended up getting 9th place. So very proud of myself. That was exactly the position I was hoping to get. I don't like that I lost to only SoCal. I lost to Fiestament, who's our local Testament player in winner's side, and I lost to Wing Zero on loser's side. But at least it was SoCal that beat me and not some other guy, so that's kind of reassuring a little bit. Placing that high put me at the top seed at Anime Ascension so far. I know there's a lot of people who are supposed to be signing up for Anime Ascension and haven't done it yet. Shame on you. I know some of you guys. But I'm currently listed as top seed, so pretty cool. South Detour, okay. What's up with all these signs everywhere? Danger, falling rocks. Okay. Danger lies ahead, turn back, okay. I am confused here. I'm going to go check this first sign, see what's going on here, because I passed quite a distance. I think there's something I'm supposed to see here. Okay, if that guy has his flower petals going, I think that means he's going to puke on me and get me poisoned. I don't really care. Poison's not the end of the world in this game. Oops. Put me to sleep, okay. That's what the sheep is. So how's everyone doing in chat today? Hope you're all doing well. What's going on here? There we go. That's fast. Yeah, a lot of these guys, they do some decent damage. So by the way, some of you who might be watching might be interested in what I'm going to be playing next. Something I've been kind of mulling over and thinking about. I think I'm going to have a like a voting thing, so people who are interested in voting can vote on certain games that I've selected to be played next. If that's something you guys might be interested in doing, that'd be pretty cool. I want to try it out and see what we can do. Okay, they were attacking this guy. I'm thinking about doing for the next RPG is going to be one of 4 generations of RPGs. So you got like your NES, Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 kind of RPGs. And I've got like 3 games from each of those categories that we can play. I'm just kind of curious what kind of games you guys might be interested in. So we'll go over that. Got a few options. This is a dead end. Despite this wolf thing. ice pup. Got spikes out, so I don't know how dangerous that's going to be. But let's go with it. Oh, what the heck? What the heck was that? Holy crap. Well, spikes hurt, but they're not doing the spiky move again, so don't need to worry about that just yet. I'm gonna have him kill them, and I'm gonna focus everybody else on this pup. That's not too bad, even if it's multiple hits. It's a little slow, but other than that, it's not a big deal. That's some really good defense. There we go. Oh, it just runs away, okay. Danger, falling rocks ahead. Okay. Thank you for the warning. Fight some mushrooms. Okay, those mushrooms are jumping. That's not a good sign. Wow, still not dead, huh? Really not a good sign. Holy hell. These guys are deadly. Alright, alright, Nash, you got this. Let's see here.
Check this out.
Come on, get back on your feet.
Yeah, go Jessica. Giving her asses. Oh shit. Trying to press square. This is not good. Fortunately, I get a little bit of time here.
Althena, lend me your power!
Not me much. That poison's gonna kill him. I still do some damage first. So I'm pretty excited to be going to Anime Ascension. I'll be over there running the Plus R tournament. And planning on kicking some ass. I learned a lot of things from going to Frosty Faustings. You know, when you go to a major like that, you learn so much in just the course of one weekend. It really is like 4 or 5 months of training kind of thing from just one weekend. So I'm really looking forward to going again. Getting a lot better. The sign say danger falling rocks. Danger lies ahead, turn back. Okay. This way. West. Okay. These signs are not very helpful. Dark Helmet. Hidden Path. Okay, thank you. Black Brain Bucket. Go wolf. Ice pup. This ice pup's hurt. That one has spikes. I'm gonna try and kill that one first. That was worthwhile magic. Well spent. Oh, I coming. Hey, Alex, getting a level. These guys hurt. Mushrooms? Damn, there's so many of them. They're all gonna try and paralyze me? I don't want them to paralyze me. Doing a lot of paralyzing. Alright, you got this, Alex. Oh, shit. Got trapped. Alright, Mia, time to save us all.
Summon elemental power.
152, holy crap. These guys hurt. A lot of experience though. Number of attacks increased by 1. Nice. Holy crap, everyone's getting a level. Athena Litany, huh? What's that do? One ally recover all HP for only 10, huh? Very useful. Use that right now. I think there's other places I want to try over here first. So many paths. Man. This game's not like Earthbound. I can't get like fought, you know, with a disadvantage because they attack me from behind. That's good. Alright, get him, Alex. Didn't get any items or any MP restoring items before I left. Oh, okay. More of these guys, okay. I'll take you all on. That's a lot of them. Okay. So I saw this video by the gaming historian recently on Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario Land, the Game Boy games. It's pretty neat. You know, it was a good retrospective on all of those. I remember playing a bunch of those as a kid, having a lot of fun with them. Yeah, I talked about the first Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins, which was a lot of fun. And Wario Land, aka Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario Land 3. That was cool. That was all really cool. Recommend it. He does some good work with a lot of his stuff. Did some good ones on like Tetris and like different peripherals. Does a lot of those kind of things. Really, he makes really good stuff. These guys have a lot of health, if I remember right. I think I'm all kind of gang up on one of them for now. I got 2 out of the picture. Not too worried about only getting paralyzed by one of them. Angel's Tear. Oh, cool. That returns me back to beginning of the dungeon. Here's one thing I don't get, right? So, I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with like how things went for new publishing in games back in the late 90s when like Final Fantasy VII was popular and all the PS1 games. And Squaresoft was kind of like on top of the world with everything. They were just pumping out tons of great hits, not just like Final Fantasy, but also Legend of Mana and it's over here already. This is a confusing dungeon. And Legend of Mana, and I mean, just a million different RPGs that they've been working on, and they did a lot of great work. You know, it was a lot of good stuff. And like I said, they're kind of like on top of the world with all that stuff. Welcome to Tamor. That's not right at all. And so, by the time they'd finished Final Fantasy IX, they did Chrono Cross, they did all these other great games, and it's like, where are they going to go next with PS2? And they ended up making Final Fantasy X, and personally, I didn't like Final Fantasy X that much back in the PS2 days. It came out in 2001, like pretty close when the PS2 came out. PS2 came out in the year 2000. Pretty close to when it came out, or when PS2 came out. I didn't like Final Fantasy X that much when it came out, personally. Just because I was so used to the other ones, and I thought Final Fantasy VII was a great game, of course, and 9 was a great game, and the 10 just kind of felt a little lackluster. So when I finally played 10, you know, okay, it's not horrible, but it's at least something. I'm looking forward to what they're going to do. And they worked on 11, which is an MMORPG, so we're all waiting for the next turn-based RPG that they'd come up with. And of course, as you all probably know, they didn't come up with a turn-based RPG. Other than the MMORPG, they kind of went on to Final Fantasy X-2, which was horrible. The gameplay was good. Gameplay reminded me a lot of like Final Fantasy 3 or Final Fantasy 5 as far as the leveling up system's concerned. But other than that, it was just, the story was awful, just awful. It was just vapid and going nowhere, and there was no point to anything in there, and just graphics were good, all that kind of stuff was good, just the gameplay was or the storyline was horrible. So we're all waiting for a real sequel to Final Fantasy X. A real one, because we hadn't had one ever, right? So, I mean, we haven't had Final Fantasy XI, it was an MMO, and that doesn't really count. I'm confused in this dungeon. But anyway, so we finally get Final Fantasy XII. And Final Fantasy XII was not great. Final Fantasy XII was bad. They changed up the system and how it works. Like, it's not even an RPG anymore. It was like it was an action-based RPG, but none of the Final Fantasies were, as far as like main numbered titles were concerned, except unless the MMORPG, but that doesn't count. And so it was like, what the hell is this? I'm used to turn-based RPGs, which is what they've always been. The entire franchise has been turn-based RPGs. Even when you have the crazy bizarre ones like Final Fantasy Tactics, right? That's still turn-based at least. It's tactical RPG, but it's turn-based. Or when you get to like, oh, these both have these little spike guys hanging out. But like, and even Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, it's like they're still turn-based. You know, the whole like point of them is that they're turn-based RPGs. That's what Final Fantasy is. And so when you get 12 and you've got this like single player style where you run around and like actively attack enemies and you don't control your allies, it was very, very disappointing. Incredibly disappointing, because we've been waiting for 6 years for a new Final Fantasy game by that point, and just there was nothing. So finally Final Fantasy 12, and at that point I'd given up on the series, because I'd been waiting for 6 years for a new Final Fantasy, and they changed the genre, really. I mean, I don't get it. You know, if you make a sequel to Street Fighter, it's gonna be a fighting game. I don't know what they were thinking. But you could tell it didn't work, or whatever they chose didn't really work out that well. And I think the concept that a lot of people were thinking about was that, you know, nobody wants RPGs anymore. I don't know why they would think that, because Final Fantasy X was the greatest selling Final Fantasy of all time. You'd think that it would be a good example of success, right? Who gets the Wind Cane? You've got this ice one. I'll give this to you. Cell phone text message. Okay, I just want to give this to you. Jeez, why is this so hard? Much better. Okay. Good item. So when we finally get to Final Fantasy 12, it doesn't play like a Final Fantasy at all. I liked the storyline was decent enough. The music was really good. I was fine with the Judgment like leveling up system, like the licenses. That was fine. Uh-oh. Alright, let's do this. I was not ready for this, but that's okay. We shall do this. Yeah, guy in the back. Oh, there we go. Yeah, pretty quick to that. I'll attack once, it's not too bad.
Check this out.
It was a little too easy. I was expecting something much harder. Well, there we go. I'll attack this one. And you attack this one.
Check this out.
Kill the guy in the back? Yeah, okay, good. What's the Dark Sorcerer gonna do?
Summon elemental power.
Ooh. Just before she got stoned. Who are these people? Okay, I don't want to leave without getting everything. At least save. Alright, so anyway, my theory is that they thought people didn't want turn-based RPGs anymore for some reason. Which I don't know why, because Final Fantasy X was the greatest selling RPG, or Final Fantasy of all time. Not RPG. Greatest selling RPG of all time is, of course, Pokemon. But it was the greatest selling Final Fantasy of all time, and I mean, it just had been growing. So why would they stop that and go to somewhere else? And that was a big question people were wondering about. Like, it didn't make any sense that 12 would be what it was. One theory I've heard people say is that, 12 used the engine from Final Fantasy 11, and so they were able to save a lot of money from that. Much like how Final Fantasy X-2 used the engine of Final Fantasy X, and they were able to save a lot of money that way, which is fine. But Did I get a kill? Yeah, okay. But the issue is, even when they continued to make new RPGs, they still never went back to the turn-based style. And it wasn't just Final Fantasy. They'd given up on turn-based in general, and it didn't make any sense. You know, like, Kingdom Hearts wasn't that. They made, what, Dawn of Mana? Dawn of Mana shouldn't have been turn-based, but, I mean, they weren't making any new turn-based RPGs, and that just wasn't... That wasn't Squaresoft, you know? Squaresoft is turn-based RPG. That's their forte. They've got other stuff, too. And so we didn't have any good turn-based RPGs by Squaresoft for quite a long time. Most of the stuff we had to do, or we had to play, where it was some of the, like those Japanese kind of weird ones that were like super anime style and you know, same exact story over and over. You know what I'm talking about, like Artanelco and Alteri Manor or something like that, Mana and that kind of stuff. You know, it's those are the just kind of dull ones that we've been getting this whole time. And so it was, you know, it was tough. We had kind of this black spot of no real good RPGs to play for a long time. That kind of started with the PS2 era. Okay. Yeah, do it like that. Interesting. Okay. So it was kind of just this weird thing where we just had this, you know, this empty void from Squaresoft, and when they'd make a new Final Fantasy, it was Final Fantasy 13, and that still wasn't turn-based. So what the hell were they thinking? What were they doing? You know, I mean, I think Lightning looked cool. I would have liked to have played the game, but if it's just this game where you play one character and that's it, and they get rid of the whole point of Final Fantasy and the whole genre of it, it's like, where's my Final Fantasy? They don't even have like an alternate series, like some simpler one that they could do where, you know, you're not actually, that's still turn-based. They don't even have that, you know? So it's like, what's going on here? And so finally, they decide, you know what, we made this one RPG. I mean, they had Dragon Quest because they merged with Square Enix, but only because they merged with Square Enix. Enix would have done it themselves. So like, you know, we got this one RPG that we kind of made for the DS, and you know, we're thinking about porting it, but should we port this game or should we port Dragon Quest? They kind of had people vote on it a little bit, like which one would you guys prefer? And that was Bravely Default, or I think Dragon Quest 8, Dragon Quest 9, I think, which came out on DS. To be able to vote on that, and so they actually voted on Bravely Default, and Squaresoft was kind of surprised that that's what people wanted. And when they sold Bravely Default, it did really well. Really well. And Squaresoft seemed to be incredibly surprised that there was a market for these games. And the reason why there was a market, I mean, there has always been a market for those games, but they just stopped making them. And so I don't know what they're planning on doing completely, because they still aren't doing major console-based turn-based RPGs, but they are doing handheld ones. They got Bravely Second, which came out, I think already finished coming out. I haven't played it yet. And other turn-based RPGs, and that's good news, you know, that they're willing to do that. But it's kind of like, where have you been? We've missed you, Squaresoft, you know? And here I am right now, paying $70, $80, $90 for some of these RPGs that came out on PlayStation 1. Because people want to play them. They're good games. They've got good stories. They've got good gameplay. They're hundreds of hours, sometimes, of gameplay. And it's just really cool. You know, of course I want to play this. How do you do, and how are you? Anyway, looks like I'm in Tamor. You're pretty run downtown. Where is the Althena statue? There we go. Now I can save. Before I go anywhere, let me upgrade my items. I get to go shopping. That lake. So I got 2 staves down here, if you see these. I think I can use these as attack weapons, or attack items. So I don't want to just sell them right out. I want to see which one's more powerful for actually attacking and what they kind of do before I get rid of one of them. But... Great sword. I saw a great sword. I don't know what this is about. Did you just equip that? Oh, no, that's the one that revives people. I want that. Interesting that as soon as I walk out, I'm right back in that dungeon. Time to explore a village. Bad idea. I like to come here and spend time with my friends after work, but I don't drink. So what else would I do? Go home and spend time with my wife? Yeah, good point. As for my wife, well, I'm sure even Goddess makes mistakes. Yeah. Threw a heap of shoes on that trip, yeah, sure. Okay, Mike Tower. Pay you for it. Good old family troubles. Doesn't look like there's a way to get in there. Yeah, let's get some armor here. There we go, that's how I get around here. I missed going around in the item shop too. Let me see here. Don't think I did. Oh, the back entrance? Nope. Blake! I don't wanna leave just yet, I gotta save and stuff. Also, I'm gonna go buy some more MP orbs. That'll help a lot. You don't have what I'm looking for. Where do you? There we go. Pretty good for now. Make sure Alex has all the right items first. And where's the one that lets him escape dungeons? I don't have it. Oh well. Dragonflight wings, that's what I'm thinking of. Anyone have dragonflight wings? No. Before I go and talk to him, he's going to take me over to the Knight's Tower. Let's see what we got out here. Got Forest Evolution to the south. Knight's Tower to the north. I'll keep wanting to stop me. Okay, I'll go talk to Lake. Bet he's at the bar, I guess. Alright, good. I at least get to take Null with me. Talk to them. Dude, you're level 99. You can kill all these enemies easily. What is up with this thing? Upside down? Intruders, go away. Of course it's blank. Alright, so we got moon, sun, star, and planet. A star. Okay, I'm gonna guess a 4-digit password. Oh, how they expect me to figure this out here. Certainly is a puzzle. Hmm. 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 I'm not getting it. Something I'm missing. What are you gonna do if you take me to the Forest of Illusion? What is this password? Okay. I'm lost. I don't know how to figure this out. I'm gonna have to try and brute force it. Star, star, star. Moon, moon, moon. Planet, planet, planet. Sun, sun, sun. Okay. Let's try star, star, moon. Maybe... Maybe I have to, go back and forth on some of these. Like, it's gonna be a 4-digit code, but I can't repeat. That'd be my guess. Let's try star, moon, planet, sun. Okay. Let's try star, planet, moon, sun. Okay, let's try stars. Okay, I was mixing this up a bit. Star, moon, sun, planet. Okay. I did star, moon, planet, sun. Star, moon, sun, planet. That's all those combos. I did star, planet, moon, sun. Let's try star, planet, sun, moon. Okay, so next I have to do star, sun. Do star, sun, moon, planet. Next let's try star, sun, planet, moon. And right now I'm kind of going on the assumption that something's going to happen once I put the code in. I don't have to walk out. Okay, did all the star stuff. Let's start with the moon next. So we'll do moon, star, planet, sun. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try moon, star, sun, planet. Okay, so I did all the moon stars. Let's try moon, planet. Moon, planet, star, sun. Okay. Try moon, planet, sun, star. Oh, whatever I did, it worked. Alright. Okay. What is this? It's crazy. Okay, let me try and remember what I did. Moon, planet, star, sun, moon, right? Moon, planet, star, sun, moon. I'm guessing it's planet, star, sun, moon. So moon, planet, star, sun, moon. That's what I did. Damn. Guy's dodging everything. Dodge this. Oh my god, this place is really confusing. Okay, so this is the first area. Good, so this is the first floor. This is where I came from. Okay, so nothing on the first floor. Let's go second floor. There's a path on my left I can't go to. Can't reach there from here, it looks like. Might as well kill this thing. Trying to remember. Planet, star, sun, moon. It ended with moon. I know it ended with moon. Okay. Not much of anything over here. Okay, what's this over here? Another path. All right. I'm scared of you. I have a feeling we have to go back here eventually. Actually, I have to fight all this stuff. Let's keep in mind, moon is always last. I have to go through moon to finish. Checking for like any pitfalls. That's why I'm going through every like possible area. Bring it. Lake is really powerful. Oh, silver light. Those are good. What's the inventory like? Can't see his inventory. That's okay. Okay, I know there's an extra path here. Anything special? Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Okay. Second floor. Got a silver light for my troubles. Up to the third floor here. Okay, any hidden treasure chests? Anything? These spring guys. Weird. Hey, Lake, you want to take care of one of these spring guys for me? I'm gonna kill everything on screen. I don't take any chances here. What kind of abilities does Lake have? I want to do this. No abilities, just attacks. Okay. Barrier ring. Raise magic resistance. That's way back down. I don't want to go back down just yet. Yeah. 100 silver, that's it. Okay. What's that fun when Lake just takes care of everything? I've got no sakes. What's that spring guy doing? I don't know whether they're on springs out there, but these guys are on wheels. And it's like the only time I've ever seen any of these guys, you know? Kinda weird. You can kill him. I need to level up so I can be able to kill those guys in one hit for sure. Okay. Go through this Pac-Man maze here. Even more maze stuff. Great. This is where I'm supposed to be? Screw that. There's more exploring to do. I just want to be where I'm supposed to be right away. Come on. No fun. A whole nother floor up here. Yes, that's third floor. Not doing this in a grid fashion. Gotta go back. Level 99, just so excessive. So many levels. Shows me the level cap isn't level 50 though, at least. mean, this doesn't seem that uninteresting of a dungeon, but there's all these dead ends, no pitfalls or anything. Just flat out dead ends. Pardon me? I didn't do this like a grid system like I should. Let me go backwards here. And check this area here. Nothing special? Okay. Nothing special, it's fine. I can handle nothing special. Okay. Why are they spreading out so much? I can't attack all of them like from that distance. What are you doing? He's not gonna make it. There we go. That's why I chose that. Tactical discussion. Organization. There we go. All right. Okay, so this is the middle one. I've been through the one on the right. I think there's another one on the left over here. Like further left, like that one. How do I get to that one? Let's find out. Interesting Pac-Man maze here. And those healing rings are awesome. Really helping everything out with these fights. Looks like we're splitting up. Alex, you take left, like you take right. Oh, you took the wrong one. He's gonna make it. Okay, I'm still going all these corners in case there's like some sort of trap or something. There's a lot of like weird dead ends here. It's just kind of weird. Like I said, it's like some sort of Pac-Man maze from Pac-Mania or something. You know, the third Pac-Man that was 3D after Pac-Man Jr. Where you can like jump over some ghosts, and then other ghosts would be like able to jump, so they jump with you. Yeah, hard to avoid them. But you couldn't even see the whole map, so it made things a lot more like weird and complicated, and everything was isometric. I don't know if you guys ever played that one. It was a weird Pac-Man game. But yeah, Pac-Mania. Speaking of old arcade games, one of my favorites of all time has been Burger Time. Just because Burger Time is so freaking hard. Just disgustingly hard. Like, it's essentially, I think 6 or 7 levels that just keep repeating. But I've never met anybody who could get past the 6th level. It's just ridiculous. I've been able to do it once, and that's when I was kind of challenging my old boss, Ralph, the arcade owner of FFA, to see how far we can get, because he loves Burger Time too. So we're just kind of like challenging each other. And I'd managed to make it to level, or to recycle the whole thing, so I got back to the first level. And that is ridiculously hard. Like just try it. Like get Burger Time on MAME, and just see how far you can get. See if you can even get to the 2nd level. Or like, and once you get to the 3rd level and you're all out of lives and peppers and everything like that, if you can even get to the 3rd level, and it just looks like a mess. Like, how am I supposed to do this? It's great. I love Burger Time. I love Burger Time. I love Qbert. Qbert's a lot of fun. I love those maze-like arcade games that are ridiculously hard. I love those. Okay, you gonna kill this guy now that you've leveled up once? Better hope so. There we go. Crystal sword. Yeah, Qbert's a lot of fun too. Qbert's great because you kind of like, it's so easy to die, and not just like by getting hit by things. You could just like jump off the edge and kill yourself. Which is weird that you could even do that in a maze-like game. But they did it because, you know, it makes it more of a quarter eater, and I like that. Quarter eaters are hard. Most of them you can still beat in 1 quarter as long as it's not like a timed game. Never was a fan of those timed games in arcades. What's gonna happen if I go up 1 more level? Gonna work? No, won't work. Okay. That's fine. Go back down to level 2. Man, there are a lot of good RPGs on PlayStation 1 and on PS2 and stuff like that too. So let's see what we got here. Let's save. Take a look at his items. Got normal stuff with a healing ring. Oh, wow. Bet that's where a flying machine is. Oh, no, 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 that's not where I wanted to go at all. Oh, man. Oh, no. Moon, star, sun, or planet, star, sun, moon, right? Yeah, there we go. Have to fight anybody again? I don't think so. Okay, so third floor. Have to go in fights again. Yeah, it's okay. I don't need to load a save. I'm not that much of a pansy. Don't need to load saves here. Come on. Yeah, so many great RPGs came out on PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. Just like over 100. Like, just the genre was swarmed with great ones. Things like Legend of Dragoon, Wild Arms, you know, those weren't even made by like Squaresoft or typical companies. Like Wild Arms was Sony. They made a whole series based on that kind of stuff. You got 1 through 5, and then Ultra Code F. And I think they made some weirder ones after that too. That's one I do want to play. I want to play Wild Arms 3 eventually. I haven't played any of the Wild Arms except for a bit of 2 because I used to own 2. I still own 2. And 2 was fun. I liked it. I'll play through all of them again, probably on stream. It's just gonna be a slog. I'll get through them all. Not too much of a slog, actually. They're good games. Everybody keeps telling me that Wild Arms 1 is a really good RPG, so I guess I should believe them. I don't own Wild Arms 1. Maybe I will in the future. I hear it's not a cheap game. Maybe it's cheaper now that it's on the PlayStation 1 Classic. But we'll see. I hear that PS1 Classic has issues though.
Here comes Daredevil!
Yo, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. I don't know who it is yet, but it'll show up on my phone in a second here. So whoever you are, appreciate the follow. I'm on phone. Seraph04, really appreciate the follow, man. Yeah, we do RPGs every Thursday evening. I usually do a lot of like other fighting game related stuff, but kind of, you know, Thursday's my time to chill out and do everything like that. So we're doing this game for now, and we're gonna keep going on and doing all this kind of stuff. If you like fighting games, definitely a channel to watch. We have classic fighting games on Wednesdays, so we kind of cycle through a bunch. We had CVS 2 yesterday. We're gonna do Third Strike next week. And my main game is the old Guilty Gear. I do that on every Friday. All right, now let's save. Before I talk to this guy, see what's going on here. Yeah, I mean, these nights are just kind of like my day off. Like, usually I do a whole bunch of like video editing and all that kind of stuff, but I make sure to dedicate one day off where I can just kind of chill and relax, and might as well stream while I'm doing it. That's what I'm doing here. Okay, who's this guy?
Is there something wrong with your eyes? Didn't you see the signs warning about the cranky, stinky, rude genius? Well, that's me, Mite. I hate noise, interruptions, and people. You're trespassing. Go away.
Yeah. That was a little rude. Good to see you haven't changed, Mite. Yo, thanks for the bits, man.
Can you get me some water at your convenience?
That's my roommate. Give me a moment, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But yeah, no, I do love RPGs. I always play RPGs. RPGs and fighting games are my main too. 1 sec, I'm gonna go ahead and get some water for my roommate here. right, a little bottle. Alrighty, I'm back. At least it smells like you're eating better these days. I'm sure he is. You only come here when you want something. Oh, I'm Lake's friend. Preserve what little dignity you have. I'll build your damned airship.
Thanks.
You're welcome, Mandy. How do you know everything? You're quite inquisitive, aren't you? And then shuts up. Yeah. Like a turd sick gnat, damn. I want to keep annoying him. He doesn't do anything. Okay, fine. I get it. Yeah. Anything in these books? Can I go back here? There we go. Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Fine. I get it. Any more books over here I can read? Nothing. Alright, fine. So I've played some of Lunar. This is farther than I'd ever gotten before as a kid. I have not played the original Sega CD version, however... I do own the original Sega CD version. So, and I of course own a Sega CD. So it's not off the table. I decided to play this particular version. I hear there's some differences with translations, like voice acting and stuff like that. And not just voice acting, but all sorts of weird pop culture references that they added. I'd be curious to see what the differences are, but I don't think I'm curious enough to replay the entire game on the Sega CD version. Not when I have like 50 games on there that I have not beaten that are RPGs. So that's kind of where I'm at right here. Figured this was kind of like the best one to play that I own. We'll see where we go from there. Yeah, and from what I understand, there's 6 versions of the original Lunar. There's, of course, the first one, Lunar, the Silver Star Story for Sega CD. Then they made Lunar for Sega Saturn, and then they made it again for Sega Saturn that had MPEG animated cutscenes. So there's 2 versions for Sega Saturn. One of them I think is Japanese only, the MPEG one. Then they of course made this one, so this is the 4th one. They've done this with a much different English translation done by Working Design. They even changed some of the things. They added different cutscenes, like things like that. So they actually changed quite a lot in this version. And then after this, they made it for Game Boy Advance. And Game Boy Advance, they had to restructure a lot of the visuals. So like you have a smaller window and things like that, so it looks kind of different. And then they made it for PSP. What's it? Silver Star Story, Eternal Harmony, or something like that. I think something like Eternal Harmony. I don't really know what kind of differences they made on that one, but I think they upgraded a lot of the graphics for cutscenes and things like that. So. Yeah, how long you have Luna in the party. That's what I understood, because I saw that in the, there's a documentary about it, and it actually comes with this version here. Comes with the PlayStation 1 version, the making of. It has a disc in there. Not a DVD, a CD that you can watch the video on your computer with. So, they explain it in there, and that's pretty neat. Yeah, no, and the GBA one came out a lot later after the PS1 version, because GBA came out in like PlayStation 2 era, but the PSP one, I mean, that's the newest one. I don't really know too much about it. I haven't played it myself. Honestly, this is really the only version I've played. I haven't played the Sega CD, and I might do it eventually, but we'll see. Do my party back. Nash is missing. All right. She's drunk. Blammed. There's Nash. I don't know if we should get involved with something kinky like that. Let's see if these guys say anything different. They do. I'm all about finding all the dialogue bits. So the Sega CD version is more of an abridged one. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I've got not just Wild Arms 1 and 3, but a million, maybe a little bit less than a million RPGs on my wall I haven't played that I own. And that's why they're... I mean, I own the Sega CD one. I own a couple dual copies of other games because I love collecting all sorts of different versions of RPGs. But there's just so many RPGs I haven't played. So, after this, I've actually been getting people who are... I'm talking to a few people who are interested, who watch my stream a little bit. They don't watch every day, but that's okay. I archive it on YouTube. And we're seeing about what kind of RPG I'm going to play next. And so I'm going to do kind of a vote between 12 different RPGs, 3 from each of the different generations. So like the NES generation, Super Nintendo generation, PS1 and PS2 generations. So I made a list of 3 of those, and I haven't started the vote yet because I'm not completely all that far in Lunar. I think I'm about at least halfway done with the game, but we'll see where we're going from there. But yeah, you're welcome to vote on it too. We'll see. It's probably going to be more like I'm going to list all 12 of them and have people vote on a generation, and then after that I'll have them vote on which one of the 3 they like. But we'll see. Wild Arms 1 is one of them. That's one of the ones for PS1. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. So Neptune Fallen is my roommate, and she mentioned Ys. She knows I hate Ys. I do not like Ys. Let's see here. Ys is one of my least favorite RPGs, mostly because I think I started playing from the original Famicom version, and I think that kind of ruined it for me. I played some remakes of it and just didn't like it. I'm sure the newer ones are better, but they're still kind of more action-y, and they probably got rid of the whole walk into the enemy in order to hit them aspect that Ys had. Let's see where we go here. Man and a woman having an argument, huh? Let's see here. Any man or woman having an argument? Yeah, working design changed, put a lot more comedy into it, from what I understand. It all kind of depends on which version you think is more appropriate for which one to play. I own these 2, so of these 2, I'm going to play the PS1 version. And also, I don't have a Game Boy Advance player to stream. I can stream PSP, but I don't have the Game Boy Advance one. These guys change dialogue? You do have changed dialogue. Oops. A sucker for finding all the dialogue bits. As much too concerned with safety. I want to hear about a grandma's bloomers getting in a bunch. What have we got here? This is the guy who's trying to sell fake medicine. Did he deserve it? He might have deserved a little bit.
We are of the Plains tribe. I am Tempest and this is Fresca. That man was trying to sell fake medicine to the desperate people here. He knowingly lied for profit. It is the rule of the prairie to execute liars. Why do you dare to interfere in our tribal affairs? Are you a thief as well?
Execute liars? That seems a little bit harsh. I wouldn't execute liars. Just cut out their tongue, then they can't lie anymore, right? One thing I was thinking of playing was Legend Dragoon. Do it. To arms. Okay, Tempest, let's do this. Buff myself. Wow, he's not hurting me very much. Try it again. Okay, let's do this. Okay, kill him. He's strong to it. I'm just healing back all the damage. This is a very easy fight. Just shoot me with a bow. There you go. Do I even get any experience for this? No, I didn't think so. Can't believe you bested Tempest. It's like he was really easy. It was not strong at all. That's not incredible. Relief carving of a dragon. Perhaps. Let's go find him. Okay, what is this item we got here? Dragon necklace. Think I can equip? No. Then why am I holding it? You can take that. Everybody else got all their items in a row. I'm gonna test out those 2 maces from her, make sure we find out which one does the most damage. So yeah, one thing that, speaking of tragic stories for RPGs and playing them, the worst one that happened to me was Earthbound. So I actually played Earthbound as a kid. I used to rent it from Blockbuster all the time, and I would actually, I didn't finish the game within the time period. So the next week we would go and rent the exact same copy from Blockbuster. We'd find out which one it was and rent that one again. I played a ton of Earthbound. Looks like the glow effect is gone here. But anyway, so the copy that I happened to be renting had a defect where if you like dropped it or slammed it too hard or something like that, it would erase your save data. So, of course, what happened was I got pretty far in the game. Like I pushed it in too hard or something like that and erased it. That was the first time I noticed it. I think that was when I was going in the in like the desert area kind of thing. So I managed to go and get further in the game and try again. I am going to... I don't know how powerful these guys are. I'm going to try these out. I got my ice mace and my water mace. So let's try ice first. So I ended up erasing my save data. So I was trying to be really more careful the next time. But I'd been playing the game a lot with my friend. And my friend didn't know about that. So the second time we ended up erasing it, I'd been to Magicant. And I'd gotten that far. And it erased all my save data. I was really pissed. So, however, eventually, they ended up selling all their Super Nintendo games as they're moving on to like N64 and stuff like that. So I managed to buy the Earthbound copy from Blockbuster as we were playing it. And so I bought that same copy, and eventually, this one here. Eventually, like I'd gotten all the way to the time where you go back to 1-et, like for the second time. Used to do about the same amount of damage. It was 41. The other one was like 44 or something like that. I'll keep the water one because I'm just attacking with her usually anyway. So anyway, so I ended up getting all the way up to 1-et for the second time. I was at that point, and my sister, when I was living at home, she ended up like opening the door and the dogs had walked in. My Super Nintendo was on the floor, and they ended up hitting my Super Nintendo and erased my save data again for the third time when I was that far. So I actually pretty much given up on the game because my friend was also borrowing the game or playing the game at the same time. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to watch him beat the game, and I watched him beat the whole game. So I didn't really actually beat the game myself. I played through the game like 3 times, and then that was that. I did eventually go back, and I still owned that copy of Earthbound. I did not want my data to get erased, so I beat it on an emulator, even though I owned a copy of it, just because I did not want that to happen again. But I did eventually go and beat the game. And that was fun. I mean, I played through a ton of Earthbound. Got really into that game. Did I go this path on accident? Not yet. There's like all these other paths I can go. Why would I do that right now? Okay. Yeah, so tragic story. Fortunately, my friend was, like I said, playing the game at the same time. So I just watched him beat the whole game. You know, so that was the same thing. The rest, there's more to the story, as they say. So eventually, I'd already beaten the game and all that kind of stuff, and my sister, who I was still living at home at the time, she wanted to borrow my copy of Earthbound and my Super Nintendo, and she was in the room right next to me, so no big deal. I didn't mind. She was also borrowing Super Mario RPG at the time. Well, at one point, she ended up just deciding to leave. Okay, 36 damage, so I'll just use a water maze from now on. So she just ended up deciding to leave, just like out of nowhere, just packed up and went to live with my dad because she was an adult by then. Okay, but she didn't take the Super Nintendo and stuff with her. But I had forgotten that she had the Super Nintendo and stuff with her, and because I'd forgotten about that, it was all in her room. She'd left all of her furniture, her bed, all sorts of other possessions with her because she just wanted to go. And so my mom ended up selling everything that was in her room at a garage sale. And I'd forgotten that the Super Nintendo was in there. So I think what had happened was my mom ended up selling everything in her room for the garage sale. Probably including Earthbound for like $5 or $1, who knows, you know? So I lost that copy. So by the time I realized it was like, oh man, I want to play my Super Nintendo. I've got it somewhere. Oh, it's not here. Where is it? Oh yeah, I gave it to Michelle. Let me see. Where is it? Oh, all her stuff's gone. Oh, including Earthbound, my Super Nintendo, and my copy of Super Mario RPG. Well, that sucks. So yeah. So I do have a copy of Earthbound, but I had to buy a new one at current going price. Oh, that's where it was. I got it now. And it's not my most expensive RPG that I own, but at least I have it. Why does this say Conjures Gusts? I want to see what this does, because I haven't tried it yet. So I do own a copy of Earthbound. I also own a copy of Evo, The Search for Eden. That's my most expensive RPG that I own. Okay, now we can go here and sleep. Oh, I save, because I'm betting something's going to happen once I do this. Am I not going to sleep here? Okay. I was not doing it. Go left and up. If you're talking about Evo, I haven't beaten Evo yet. That is something I'd be willing to play on stream. It's part of my Super Nintendo list of stuff I'd be willing to play, but I haven't beaten it. I've played it through a couple chapters. I of course don't know how many chapters it goes through, but played it a bit. As for Earthbound itself, I don't know, put people to sleep. That's pretty neat. As for Earthbound itself as a game, I didn't think it was all that great, to be quite honest. I played when I first got into RPGs, I'd played Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy VI and all those Super Nintendo RPGs like Chrono Trigger and all that kind of stuff. Earthbound was unique, so you know it was like present day, and there wasn't really any RPGs that were present day at the time like that. I had gotten into Shin Megami Tensei at that point. So it was unique with how everything worked. It was all like psychic powers and stuff instead of magic. But other than that, you know, the story was non-existent. I mean, you go through a bunch of quirky scenarios and that's kind of fun. But I have played Mother 1 since then. And one thing you kind of learn when you're playing Mother 1 is that all of the 80% of the awesome, funny, quirky stuff that people like from Earthbound was just stolen from Mother 1. I mean, they made the first game, so they're allowed to. But it wasn't really anything interesting. That being said, I did play through Mother 3, and Mother 3 is a masterpiece. That game is incredible. Just absolutely amazing. I mean, better than Chrono Trigger. Just really, really damn good RPG. If you guys haven't played Mother 3, I would highly recommend Mother 3. I can't give it enough praise. You know, I mean, an RPG is good when it makes you cry, right? Mother 3 makes you cry. So, we'll leave it at that. I don't want to give spoilers, because I know a lot of people haven't played Mother 3, but play Mother 3. God, play Mother 3. So yeah, Lunar. I own Lunar too, so I could play that after this at some point too. I've always been interested in the Game Gear Lunar Waking School. Just wanted to see how it was like and that kind of thing. It seems neat. There goes Mia. Yeah, Mother 3 is such a good game. I'd put it at number 3 of the the top 3 RPGs I've played. But I mean, just saying it's the 3rd best RPG doesn't really give it justice. But it's so good. And it's kind of interesting considering the development hell that Mother 3 was in. It had the same amount of development time as Duke Nukem Forever. So, take that what you will. They both had 12 years of development time. Damn, this looks like a fight right here. Okay, I'm not gonna screw around with this one. Guys hit hard.
Get back on your feet!
Okay. This calls for explosion staff. Yeah, like I said, development hell. You know, a lot of video games don't make it out sometimes.
Come on, get back on your feet!
Hopefully we get Mother 3 in English, you know, like they could port it to the Switch or something. I think it would sell well, but we'll see how things go. I heard Reggie Fils-Aimé, who is the president of Nintendo of America, you know, so it's more like a representation of Nintendo rather than like somebody who actually creates games and, or I mean, greenlights games. He's been asked over and over and over when the US is getting Mother 3 at like tons of different conferences and all that kind of stuff when he's making presentations and they're like, taking questions from audience members. And people ask him, hey, when's Mother 3 coming out in the US? Just like, he said he's sick of it. He hears it all the time. And he said he thinks he's heard from everybody who is going to buy Mother 3. Like every single person who's going to buy Mother 3 at this point, because everybody's asking for that game. But he hasn't. There's so many more people who would buy that game because it's just a phenomenal game. And, you know, word of mouth spreads. They even said you can use our fan translation that we made if you want, if money is a concern. We'll give it to you for free, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, where are we here? I am going to get this item. That's right. I don't want this item in inventory. Because I know it doesn't, not that useful anymore. So there we go. Alright. I get to go through this Forest of Illusion. So treasure chest down there. Oh, no. Yeah. It's kind of interesting because you never have to worry about dying, like having like Phoenix Down kind of items in your inventory, because it's just not going to kill you. So another RPG I've been playing lately, and this one I'm not streaming, this is more of like just on my spare time for like if I'm waiting at a bus stop or something. I'm playing Final Fantasy Adventure. Final Fantasy Adventure is you guys have heard of the Seiken Densetsu series. It's the first one. So when people think of Secret of Mana is the second Seiken Densetsu game. And I heard Seiken Densetsu 3, which came out only in the US, or sorry, only in Japan. But that one is the third one. So a lot of people see Secret of Mana, they don't realize that that's the second game, and then Seiken Densetsu 3 was the third game. I'm playing the first one. It's fun, like I said, Final Fantasy Adventure came out on the original Game Boy, but has like a Game Boy Color stuff with it. So like you can play on Game Boy Color and get some Game Boy Color things going on. A lot of level ups here. A lot of level ups. That's 4 out of 5 characters. Okay. I haven't fought bees in this forest yet, so let's see how they do. No, she's gonna die. They go straight for our casters. Damn, whatever he's got is dealing crazy damage. The Holy Blade or something like that? I'm curious what element he's got, because holy cow.
Lol.
Okay, what kind of weapon you got? Wind. Okay. Okay, so I was over here already. I went from north. I'm gonna continue going west. I went up north there. And this is a dead end. Okay, good. At least I know where I'm at. I got all the northwest section done. And over here I can start heading south. Oh, where that bee came from. I've been up here, haven't I? The bee just came out of nowhere. Okay. Made me think I wasn't up there before. Bees do a lot of damage. And they go straight for our casters. Fortunately, Kyle does a ton of damage against them. That one didn't have enough distance to go for a caster. At least they're spreading out here. He's gonna die here. Yeah, there's quite a bit of delay on Twitch. Just how it is. Okay, so let's go southwest. Okay, I haven't been up north here. Make sure I'm exploring that. That's good. I haven't been down here. Okay. Just look at where I'm at. So I'm going to continue going southwest here. Probably gonna call it quits after this forest dungeon here. I'll put one to sleep, yay. Yeah, one series of RPGs I haven't really played much of is the Shin Megami Tensei series. There's a lot of games that they got in the series. I just haven't played almost any of them. There's a new clearing. Want to be this way yet? Fiberito, surprise. Okay. You know, this forest is gonna keep getting darker. I don't think I healed. Be an issue. Not too much of an issue. I'll try and take one of these Yetis out. Didn't kill it, damn. Those rock shots do a lot. I'm gonna kill it. Okay, one on the top left should be almost dead. I gotta kill these things. Hoping Kyle will kill the one on the top left with one swipe. And go back down and kill that one with another swipe. Damn, missed. Gonna kill Mia, but that's okay, she only had 10 health left. Okay, time to use some mana. This should kill the Yeti. And Kyle can work on these guys. These ambushes. There we go. Now Null has to wake everybody up. Yeah, we gotta heal before that the beat. I swear right.
Check this out.
By the power of Athena.
A flame circle worked well on them. Okay, one bottom left is almost dead. Not too concerned with paralyzing gas. More concerned with damage. Don't give it away. Null's a cat. I don't know what you're talking about. Mini dragon. There's no way they would have given any sort of foreshadowing that Null is some sort of baby dragon or something like that. No way. Clearly a cat, a flying cat. Can't open this chest. This is too dark. Okay. I have a bad feeling about this. That's not a pleasant dream.
Luna.
Didn't mean to breeze through that one. He's the leader? He's a weak sauce guy. What a weak sauce. No. Okay. If I follow you, I mean, let's go find more treasure. Oh. Of course, that's convenient. Yeah, let's follow them up here. Is this a fake treasure chest? I can't open this thing. I want to make sure I get everywhere. Oh no, hold on. I forgot. I want one of them to attack the same target that Kyle attacks. That way it'll die in one hit. Alright, Kyle, you got this. think this might be a fake treasure chest. Is that why they call it the Forest of Illusion? There's fake treasure chests all over the place. And I want to go this area. I want to see if there's any more treasures I'm missing. I got some cool ones. It's just gonna paralyze. I don't care if they paralyze. Okay, where's the treasure? Take me to the treasure. Let me make her attack that one, but okay. Didn't kill any of them because I did this stupid... split up all my damage. I'll get him this time. How close they all were to dying. I'm gonna use a ton of mana because I made a dumb decision. God, so many enemies. Just want to find a treasure up here. Okay, so top and the middle are the ones that have been damaged the most. Mia's really increased in speed. She used to be my slowest, and Kyle used to be my fastest. Now Kyle has gotten a lot faster. Alex gained a level. Agility went up only by 1, it looked like. Now, can I get a clear path to this frickin' chest? There even is one. Oh. Cheers, Tail. These are good. What items you got? You got this one, Healing Ring, and then Raise Magic Resistance for Barrier Ring. Might be better than range. What do you have? Increase magic resistance and defense and magic endurance. Increased defense. I want her to have increased defense. Okay, you're keeping that, I'm not doing that. Cheers, Tail. Okay, those guys aren't throwing rocks just yet. Guy sticking his head out is going to do the Venom Gaze, which hurts, but it only does 1 attack. Right one. It does poison you, but poison is not really that big of a threat in this game. Now they're both getting ready to throw their stones. Which ain't cool. I'm gonna kill one of them. I'm gonna go in this order. I shouldn't kill. That'll kill though. We're gonna do 1 stone toss, kill whoever it is here.
Come on, get back on your feet.
There we go. Heal up when we get out of this dungeon. Go to Prairie Town. Oh, a chest up here. I want my chests. Oh, man. Have Alex do a sword dance on one of those Yetis. Just kind of prep it at least. So one on the far right is the one that's taking that damage. Okay, so Should be able to do a sword dance before. There we go. Still shouldn't quite be dead. That should kill it. I'm gonna do one more attack on the other Yeti, and this one should kill it. Wait, okay.
Come on, get back on your feet.
That's gonna help. Okay. I think these guys might be able to kill this Yeti before he gets to it. Oh. There you go, good.
Come on, get back on your feet.
That should kill. Left us pretty heavily damaged. Let me make sure I mash square so I don't get hit by one of these enemies right away. There we go. Oh yeah, he can kill these in like one hit. No, 2 hits. But they should be able to help out. So he only deals... He does a ton of damage against these guys. So I'll make sure that they kind of buffer it so you can kill it in one hit. Okay, so you should be able to kill that one. Move on to the next one. That one should die. And these two are targeting the same one. I got one more enemy before I get to this treasure. And I can get out of this dungeon. Very effective. Make you attack that one.
Check this out.
See if I chose the spread right.
By the power of Athena.
I don't like fire. That one got it. Good. Yep, judge wisely on this one. I should kill. Good. Oh wait, you got a fire staff. I do have the charging cable for the Switch, so I'll make sure I get that for you. Holy hairpin, Batman. Does she have any room? Yes. I think I got all the treasures in here so far. Ambushes move far. Damn, just go after all my casters, why don't you? You know it is. Yay, an herb. Yeah, they're called ambushes, yeah. Pretty neat name. They're good with their puns. Okay. Ooh. It wasn't fake. I was just smashing through it. I'm like, oh, this isn't a real item. What is this? Dark shield. Okay. Are you guys throwing rocks? Yeah, you're throwing a rock. Okay, I see how it is. I'll definitely kill. Okay, so the one by Nash is the one that's been attacked already. I'll keep that in mind. That guy's getting ready to do more of his crap. kill that one. If not, I have her backing it up. Sword Dance will kill this guy. There we go. This is gonna be perfect. Just gonna be ambushes left. I'll kill. Ooh, didn't kill him. Good. You know what? You just shooting that. Let's try this staff. See if it does more damage because it's fire. Aha! I'll use that from now on. God, so many enemies. I just kind of want to be done with this area. Only one more defense, 2 more magic endurance. 6 MP, that's good. Only 1 defense. And 2 magic endurance also. They're all around the same level, looks like. Only attack up by 2. Ability by 1. That wasn't a very good level. Let's go. Attack by 2 is okay. Agility 2, that's good. Magic endurance 2. Oh man. It's not looking good. Pull out all the stops in this one.
Check this out.
By the power of Althena.
There we go. Didn't want to deal with that. Star bracelet. This is gosh. Is the exit? Not quite. I don't want to fight any more enemies. Oh man. Like I've been done this dungeon forever. Yeah, attack. Yeah, that's the one Kyle's gonna attack. One Alex is gonna attack. I really do like RPGs that have like lots of characters they can pick. Like I don't like only 3 characters, which a lot of RPGs have, including Final Fantasies. It gives you more of like separation of roles kind of thing. All blocking my way, aren't you? Fine. I'll fight you. More herbs. Even though I use healing nuts. Ooh, made it. Save. You guys want to at least see what happens in the prairie area? I want to go check it out. I was in there for an hour. This is my last save. Holy cow. Like, here's nothing. Here's their village. It's a great moth swarm. No Athena statue in here, huh? Oh, it's a pretty big area. It's like the chief's hut. There's Athena statue. Okay, let's go into these teepee by teepee. A lot of nothing. This one? This a person? To always fondly remember when she broke my hand in a sparring match. I don't need any of that medicine. Well, how much is... Which are these? The same rate, okay. Okay, let's go talk to the elder first. And now let's go see, what's his face? Tempest. And then I'll call it a night. Yeah, she does that a lot. Or she like, you know, she talks about his good looks and stuff like that. Kind of fun. This is the Dark Songstress. Here it is. Oh, shit. Ugh. Let's see here. Anybody else's dialogue changed? Okay, let me save. I don't see any enemies. Expecting a dungeon where I wouldn't have Jessica and Mia. There we go. Alright. Save here. And we'll call it a night. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like I said, I'll do RPGs again every Thursday. I'm making a list and all that kind of stuff about what game we're going to play next. I'll put some sort of graphic or something like that and have people vote on which generation and then which game. So keep that in mind. I always upload my streams to YouTube. Classic Fighting Gamer is my YouTube name, just like my Twitch name. So I'll see you guys there. If you're interested in checking out fighting games, I always do those on Wednesdays and Fridays. I also play Smash on Tuesdays. Have people over for that too. So I'll see you later. Bye.